Hello everybody and welcome back to Power Sessions with Natasha. We're back with another video. Yes. Today we are talking about the book of Genesis. We are talking about where did the other religions come from. Genesis, everyone else has now created their different religions from the peripheral of what they may understand from our African ancestors' teachings. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are all fragments from the African culture and spiritual system. They are religious formations. The word religion means to bind back. So, what are they trying to bind back to? They are trying to bind back to a body of information that our ancestors, African ancestors, put together. They had learned it from the universe on how to govern ourselves so that we live together in a civilized social manner. And that's what this is all about. And trying to control the economic politics and culture and the environment that we are in and living in. And at the same time, being able to build for tomorrow, build for eternity so that our children and our grandchildren will have the opportunity to advance their lives, provide food, clothing, and shelter and safety for themselves, and live in a harmonious relation with one another and not destroy the natural ecology and the environment that they were living in. This is what this is all about. This is what these religions and philosophies should be teaching the human being in terms of human behavior. I hope everybody's understanding. We have to learn these things we're about to get into to know the frauds, the copying, and not the original. This video is not for the faint-hearted, but we have to talk about it. Let's look at the Great Pyramid texts, the oldest written religious texts in the world. Look them up and learn. Well, what they call the book of Genesis is found in this text because in the Great Pyramid texts, God says, I created myself out of myself. I caused existence to exist so that I might exist. This God is called Atum, meaning that which is unknown. Atum then says, I hika, which means to vibrate, and I produce others. First, he produces Ra, and Ra is symbolized by the sun. That means energy. Then he produces Ptah. Ptah is symbolized by a mountain. That means matter. And he came into being out of Nun, which is water. And out of Nun, which this God arrives, is black and in darkness. Now you have darkness, and with Ra you have light. And just like they say in Genesis, let there be light. God says, I hika, I vibrated and I created these. Then God says, I cough up Shu and I spat out Tefnut. Shu means the air. Tefnut means moisture. Shu and Tefnut are male and female, positive and negative, who would produce twins. And those twins would be called Nut, which is the heavens or the sky, and Geb, which is the earth. And then Geb and Nut would then give birth to the first humans, Asar, Oset, Set, Nephitis, and Anubis. So that Genesis story they are using is our Genesis story. They are using fragments of whatever they can understand from our tradition, our African traditions. Do you understand? When our God Atum was done with making everything that his heart desired, he said he then expanded in it, which means everything that is not only of me, but is also of me. So we are indeed gods of the divine having a human experience. We really are. Here in this picture, we see in the beginning, there is Nun, the primal waters or liquid matter. And out of that would arise Atum. And Atum would be that unknowable factor that caused things to come to being. And then would arise from that Atum Ra, meaning the light, the energy, the radiation. And out of Atum Ra would give birth to Shu, which is air, and Tefnut, who is moisture. And then the air and the moisture and the energy would then give birth to Geb, which is earth and all the mineral resources, and Nut, the sky, which is the elements of the planet that's out there. And this too would give birth to Nephthys, Osiris, Isis, and Set, who would then give birth to Ra, Hathor, Horus, Anubis, and so forth, meaning that the human beings have come forth from the elements of the earth and the energies of the sky. Are you understanding? Very powerful. So, all of what we put forth in our creation story is what they would copy in their creation story. So, when they are talking about Adoma or Adam, they are talking about Geb, which is the earth to us. And when they are talking about Eve, they are really talking about Nut. Adam means the ground, the earth, and Eve means the life force, the energy that comes about as a result of the minerals in the earth. This is really, they are not people. They are not gods walking around with animal heads. These are metaphorical representation of ideas, principles, and concepts. These are alive in every human being. Osiris is every human being. Set is every living female human being. The children that they have are the qualities and attributes, all of them. Haru, Anubis, these are attributes and qualities that every human being is capable of expressing. Guys, we really need to learn our history. We have to go back and read the oldest religious texts in the world. They have all this information I've just given you. Everything our ancestors, they wrote it down. They gave it to us. It's just a matter of us learning about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you on the next video, and blessings to you all. Bye.